the summertime, you probably find puffins on many of these islands. This island that we're on now was formed about 80,000 years ago. So we're just over here just a few minutes ago, and now we've arrived at this place. In Ireland we have the Giant's Causeway, and it has these amazing rock formations there. And this is very, very similar. Sheer perfection of nature. How often do you have snow on a beach? A volcanic one at that. One made from volcanic material. Unfortunately, we've arrived half an hour too late for a tour. But seriously, there is just no time in the day, and that is the one problem I will say about Iceland in the winter. And maybe it's better to come during the summer here because you actually get up to 22 hours of sunlight. After this point though, we're going to go on to a glacier, and what's coming up here is a waterfall. It's supposed to be pretty impressive. Christine was saying this is what happens when you open the wardrobe to Narnia. Places like the Truman Show. Seriously, like we just came over the hill and like that all the snow was gone. Not an ounce of it left other than on the mountains. This place changes landscape quicker than anywhere I've been on this planet. Fuck. This is what is just over there right now, but we can't see it.
We crossed over this bridge not that long ago.
And we turned left. I've come down into here. We're at the point now where we can stay here tonight. It looks pretty impressive, but we've already seen a glacier. And yeah, I'd love to see this, but is there stuff more up north?
The roads are only going to get worse though.
Yeah, I know. And the north is supposed to be covered in snow. And of course, there was the road closures the other day. There's just not enough time to go north, unfortunately. We're doing a U-E. So I just stopped there to adjust the camera a little bit. And realised how fucking slippy it is out there. Holy shit.
Oh, sliding out the back end there.
Yeah. And there was me just 2 moments ago doing about 40, 50, maybe 60 kilometers an hour on this road. And there's a lake on either side as well, from what I can make out. So yeah, I'm gonna slow down a little bit. Because we enjoyed this spot so much yesterday. So why not wake up to it? So we were just in the visitor center and we saw a video about this place here, and we met the lady who owns this place. This is the closest settlement to that volcano. Very interesting story. They actually moved here to get away from volcanoes that were down the road that kept erupting every 10 years, and this one erupts every 200 years, or has been so far. They had real problems when the glacier melted during the volcanic eruption, and they had to reinforce their flood defenses on either side. And then just down the road here, they redirected the floodwater so it came out down there, and they were lucky enough to escape most of it, but they did have the ash problem here. But they're actually selling the ash in the visitor centre now, might as well.
I think it's cool because the farm's nearly 100% self-sustaining. They produce their own oil that works the machinery, and then they grow and harvest various different crops.
And they harvest hot water from the ground.
Yep, that's what provides their heating and their electricity.
You may not have heard it before, but many Icelandic people believe in elves, otherwise known as the hidden people. In fact, some of the people we asked did believe in them. People told me they like to live in rocks. To some, it's a joke, but to others, it's no laughing matter. I even heard that once they were building a road and there was a large stone in the way. When they failed many times to remove it because their equipment kept breaking down, they determined that it was an elf home and it should be left alone. They moved the road instead.
There's about a metre thick frozen ice layer from all the spray that's just built up and frozen and frozen and frozen all around the edge. And all the walls are covered in like a green moss and it's all just dripping. It's really quite pretty, all the water droplets coming off it.
So personally, what I find cool about this place that we're in right now is we are right beside the volcano. The volcano is just on this side of the ridge here. And we've just come down the road. And this waterfall is just part of the melting glacier on the top there. And at the time of the volcano, all of the water would have rushed over here. And you can still see a lot of the ash that's been deposited and just left on the ground here too. Actually took them months to clean the whole thing up. And even today now, if the wind is blowing in the right direction, they'll still get a lot of soot and ash come over those hills.
Coming up in the last episode of The Land of Fire and Ice, it's quadding and lava caving and horse riding, and we get to hang out with the